and I think it's beautiful. So I do appreciate you ladies for what you're doing. Um, Along with that, though, I, this kind of reminds me of some other white women. It's like you guys are basically taking the charge and the lead in this kind of fight, and it would be hard because men in this country tend to pretend as if women's opinions don't matter. To try to isolate their opinions as being so far off that it doesn't make sense or anything like that, and anything to kind of write it off to make it seem as if you guys don't have a clear sense of where you're going as far as a movement is concerned in any matter. But we know that that's not true at all. There's Dr. Robin DiAngelo, who had did the whole movement on white fragility. There's Jane Elliott, who did the Brown Eyes, Blue Eyes experiment. Those are people who, well, they're usually women that basically spearhead the fight, which I am like super excited to see y'all doing this. And I won't spare any more time on it. I just have one quick question. Do you all plan on having some kind of a physical or gathering of an outreach program to get more people aware? I know the internet is great, but it's always good to be able to look people in the face, shake hands, and embrace people. It kind of
I love that you brought this up. This is amazing. This is so great. Thank you. I appreciate you coming here and bringing your thoughts, and also like sending me up a softball or something, or whatever they call it. I don't do sports, so anyway, we actually have done many get-togethers. In 2024, we organized an anti-racism tour across the country, wherein Royal Star Mastery, the brains behind the operation, had met up with different folks who would be claiming anti-racist or pro-humanity in their own communities. It was in sundown towns across the United States. He went, and it was extremely. It was scary. He went by bus, and he stayed in Airbnbs, and it was a scary time, but we got him through. And now on June 5th through the 7th, we're having a grassroots get-together here in the place where Eager was founded in Orville, Ohio. It's a 3-day conference, so to speak. And we're going to have Kokai there, Royal Star Mastery, Desiree B. Stevens, and Taz J. Will be speakers and facilitators that day, or that weekend, and we're really excited about it. So I really appreciate you kind of setting me up like that. Thanks.
That's awesome. And where is this going to be?
It's in Orville, Ohio. It is what would be considered a sundown town in Ohio.
Oh, that is awesome.
I am so close to Orville. I will fucking be there. How do I find the information, babe?
Message me. I'll get you together.
Okay. All right.
On their website, there is a place where you can sign up to come, and then there's a place where you can pay. If you need a tax-deductible donation, there's a Zeffy link for that. It's on our website too. We want to make it as accessible while really trying to lean on our community to support our efforts with money, because it costs money to bring these educators here. It also, like, I set up security that we use at Ohio Families Unite Against Police Brutality on our events, or on their events, and so, it costs money to do that. We want to pay these folks that are coming here to just make sure that the educators are safe. It costs money sure that they're housed in a place where they feel comfortable. And but this is a ripple that's going to go throughout my community. It did last time, it will again. Like, it gets people talking, and you know, it's going to be a good thing, but it's scary too. So I'm worried for the educators and their safety. I've had my slashed 8 times here.
Could I ask a question?
Nazi stickers put in my car.
Here's
Yeah.
a question.
You think
Can
that it's
we, as
Wait a minute.
attenders-
Wait a minute, Angel. Hold on, Lynn.
Okay.
Angel was asking a question.
so? Why do y'all think it's wise to have black people near a sundown town?
Because it is their choice.
No, that's not answering the question. You're putting on an event where you want quote unquote educators to be around danger.
I didn't. It wasn't my idea. I'm just helping it come to
Yeah, but you're promoting it.
fruition. Yeah, because that's what they want to do.
So would it be wise to have victims of DV be around people that abuse people?
No, probably not.
So why
We're
is it
hoping
wise
that
to
won't
have?
be around them because they're not downtown. It's out of.
So why is it
Starbucks is
wise to have
sundown
black
town?
people?
I've
Okay,
never
she's
heard
talking
that.
over.
It's sorry about that. What'd you say, Angel?
But so if it's not wise to have victims around abusers, why is it wise to have black people around a sundown town?
Well, these are anti-racism educators that are teaching us at a grassroots level how to organize in sundown towns. It's how do we address that? How do we address the hate? Or the fear, I should say, but how do we address the violence? How do we address the problems in our community if we don't do it
It's not in your community, it's in our community. Sundown towns don't affect you. That's why you can go there and you don't feel scared.
I think the question
Well, they
is,
do. They do affect us.
So how do racist white people see
But we
you?
also go out of the community and affect your community.
No, you don't. We just had somebody up here
Yeah,
say
we
that.
do.
We just had somebody up here say, well, I'm going to explain it. Do you want me to continue or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we just had somebody
Yes,
up
please.
here
There's
say,
there's a lag.
okay, somebody up here, I forgot who it was, said that you could stop racism with legislation, and everybody agreed. So is there legislation
No.
against sexism and misogyny?
There is. I don't think legislation will.
But when she said it,
solve
everybody
any of
agreed.
that. I did not. I went into a big long rant about it. Like I was
I've
saying,
been here
I
the
don't
whole
think
time.
that
I didn't hear.
will.
I didn't hear anybody disagree.
I think they should. I said I think that they should try, but I don't think that it's going to solve anything.
So why are we talking about liberal policies
because they're not.
then?
Because they're not. Because I don't think liberals are the answer.
You were just promoting far left ideology. You said somebody was talking about
Far
being
left
liberal.
is not liberal.
What do you want to call it? Progressive?
No, I'm an abolitionist.
Man, an abolitionist of what? Slavery?
I'm an abolitionist of this system.
But when
I want to abolish this entire system.
why?
I think it is because it's based in racism. It was founded on white supremacy. It
And
was
y'all
founded on white supremacist ideology.
And how is this any different?
What do you mean?
So again, was it productive for black and white people to be integrated?
I can't answer that because I can only answer on my side. It was definitely
Ma'am, if you think that it's
white
okay for
people.
black people to be in a sundown town, you can have an answer for integration.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, no, it wasn't productive for black people for sure.
Okay, so how is any of this productive? Because all you're doing is talking. I just find
We're
it funny.
bringing together the people who are trying to learn and do better into one place, but they don't listen to other white people.
Learn what?
They don't.
What are they supposed to learn?
To learn to organize together.
They know how to organize. What did feminists do when they got tired of white men? They organized. Y'all know how to organize. January 6th, they organized, right? The Tea Party, they organize, right? So white people know how to organize, but I find it funny when it comes to racism. Well, we got to have people educate us. We got to have a conversation to figure this out. We got to learn how to organize.
I mean, that's fair. That's a fair assessment.
What it really looks like is you're using the issue of racism to co-opt your real agenda.
Okay. What's the real
Because you
agenda?
don't care about black people if you think it's okay for them to be around a sundown town.
I don't think it's a good idea. That's why I got security.
Ma'am, there was security on January 6th too.
You're right. You are absolutely right about that.
So what is security going to do when a whole town is marching at them with pew-pews, pokers, rifles? Who gonna stop that?
You've got a great point.
I think we can agree that most black people know better.
No, they don't. If they agreed to go to this,
I don't remember anybody saying they agreed.
she literally
Not
said
black
the educators. Those are black people.
They did.
Can I?
Well,
I?
mean, well, let me just say this, and then I'll land and I'll come down because I actually got to work. But I feel like most black people know better, and a lot of them wouldn't go there. You know what I mean? It depending on the circumstance. Along with that, the educators that's going, more power to them. But in all honesty, it's not really us. We can't police racists, and blacks can't do it. White people have to take care.
You said you
of
can't
white
police what?
problems. We can't police racists.
You can
Blacks can't.
police racism. I don't care what somebody thinks. The problem is they have a system that allows them to be racist. The problem is y'all think y'all can stop people's thoughts. No, you can't. Germany tried that. The denazification of Germany, right? They made it illegal to have any remnants of that Third Reich anywhere in Germany. There's still Nazis in Germany.
There is.
So again, why do they understand it but y'all don't? You're not going to change anybody's thoughts. You just put it up where they can't exercise those thoughts against marginalized groups. That's the conversation. Anti-racism is a myth to make white people feel good about themselves. You cannot be anti-racist because you're white. Unless you can find out a way to reverse your race, there's no such thing. This is just a little powwow of people thinking they're doing something by talking about an issue they really don't even know how to address in the first place, which is why they think it's okay for black people to be in a sundown town.
I don't all the way agree with you, but I'll go ahead and run it. I don't.
Live close to that town. It's a very small town, and I'm gonna research it after this. I don't think it's a sundown town.
It is just shy of a sundown town. It's 89%.
Town or it was a sundown town.
Yeah, so
it was, but
we're
I'm
going
not
based off what the host said.
There's not really much to disagree with as far as what Andrew just said, because when you look at it, look what they're up here saying.
And does the size actually matter?
Are the people who are coming to speak who are black, are they aware of what they could be coming into if it is that?
Even if they were, it still doesn't matter. Why are you hosting this event, inviting black people to this event that I guess, and in turn, y'all supposed to be protecting the black people, which I'm not sure how, because you're barely going to be able to protect yourself.
Exactly. Angel already gave an analogy about that. Would y'all allow DV victims to be around domestic violence people? Like, make it make sense. I feel like y'all understand when
I hear you.
Everything else until it comes to race.
Damn.
I hear what you're saying. I do, and I appreciate your perspective. I think it's important, and I agree with you almost completely. We organized a tour across the United States with Kokai no Sekir. And his goal was to go to sundown towns in the United States. and we made that happen.
What is going to Sundown Town what is that going to achieve? Like, what is the end goal with that? I'm just genuinely curious. Out of all the white tea
It's
people y'all
trying
want to
to-
speak to, one second, out of all the white tea people y'all want to speak to, what is it about the Sundown Town that's like pulling y'all there?
Because there are people who understand that they are complicit in racism and would like to stop being harmful, would like their community to heal the trauma in their families that continue to perpetuate harmful harmful things out in not only our community but across the globe. And to do that,
in a Sundown Town, where people are cool and comfortable to live. I'm just so confused. If they didn't want to be racist or if they wanted to educate themselves, why does it take y'all to go? I'm not understanding what you're saying.
There are people within the sundown towns that are isolated and understand the systems. They are being ostracized from their communities at the end of the day. And they know that there's problems, but because of our privilege of this whiteness, it shields us from understanding how complicit we really are. And when they learn about that complicity, it can cause them to lose their mind and lash out not only outwardly, but to themselves.
I just don't know why we think these people don't understand.
And harm people.
I just don't understand why we think these people don't understand what's going on. They absolutely understand. They know what they're doing. They know what they're saying. They're not children.
You're right. You are right. But we've been given this shield of innocence for how many hundreds and thousands of years? We have to talk to each other about our experiences in childhood so that we can stop perpetuating the harm. That's the point.
So you really
saying we.
No, go ahead, TC, my fault.
No, I'm just saying she keeps saying we. The harm is one-sided. There's not nobody in the black community that's hindering the white community.
Oh, I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about we as the European Americans. I'm sorry, I wasn't clear.
Correct. And we also, what you've been doing is infantilizing white people. These people have internet. These people have TV, cable, just like the rest of everybody else. They're not disconnected from anything other than them wanting to do what they want to do when they want to do it, because they're allowed to, because they're white. So I don't know what the infantilization of white people is coming from within this conversation. I didn't get a clear answer of what going to sundown towns, what is that going to do for anybody? I didn't hear that answer, or how is that going to help the situation?
Chime in from
perspective. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me say that I agree with. Okay, this is a very complex subject, conversation in history and historiography. I would say that people should know what race is to even be identified. Say I identify as white or I am white is racist. That's where the construct and the classification comes from. But at the same time, like I said, this is not work for lightweights, because I was born in the late 50s, so I've seen racism up front, violent, direct, in your face. So I would say that the responsibility of ending racism, white supremacy, and a racial privileged class should be on the burden of that should be on those that have currency and unrestricted privilege in the major 9 areas: economics, education, entertainment, politics, sex, war, religion, labor, and law. But also, there's another component to it, is that the victims of racism, white supremacy begin to organize and take serious, particularly in this day and time, on what it will take to mitigate or end the system of racism, white supremacy in those major 9 areas.
Yeah, that's where y'all lose me. You can't
well,
end an
again,
ideology. You can't do that. And
well,
people in the comments are trying to come up.
Sir, I didn't interrupt you, Angel. The ideology became a functionality. It's one thing to think a thing, but it's another thing to put that motion, that thought process, thought, speech, and action into a system where you can galvanize collectively a group of people that believe they're white to subjugate people that they classify as non-white.
Isn't that what I just said
ideology earlier? No, I don't know what you said earlier.
Well, you weren't listening because I clearly said racism is an ideology.
Okay, so racism is an ideology. Okay, so what is the function of the ideology?
Man, we don't need these little grade school conversations. Like, that's not even
this
the
is
point.
Not a grade school conversation.
It is a grade school conversation.
No.
The purpose of racism is to elevate white people over non-white people in society. What else you want to know about it?
Okay, so if that is the case, so you just
see how you got more energy from me than them inviting black people?
I was about to say, why are black people being questioned about racism when we quite literally are subjugated under racism? Like, what is this a conversation to question black people about our subjugation or question white people about talking about our subjugation? I'm so confused.
Very confused because he had no issue.
Sundown Town.
Again,
right, not listening.
I was invited to come to the panel. And second of all, I'm not promoting anyone to do or not do anything. That's the reason why I belong to the United Compensatory Code System for victims of racism, white supremacy. So I'm not advising anyone to do anything. I'm saying that based on compensatory logic, the onus of ending racism, white supremacy of those that created it and those
that doesn't make any sense.
But also, well, okay, it doesn't make any sense to you.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense to chop off your leg so other people can beat you in a race.
I don't even understand that
because you don't understand racism.
He's saying that white people are not going to chop off their leg to let black people get ahead of them, and it shows historically that they're not, and that they have not been.
And I totally agree with that. So my argument is this: it's not even an argument. My statement is this: you have the proponents of racism, white supremacy, and then you have the victims. What are we gonna do? Also.
Real quick.
Also.
You don't understand that?